Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Investigamer, and as promised, I am here to answer your questions. I have 8 prepared right here that I'm gonna answer, and I love them. I've saved a lot of the questions that I did not answer here. I have saved some of the ones that you commented for the next video, because I'm going to be doing these weekly, as I said, every single Friday. This one will be coming out this Friday, so by now, the time you're watching this, I am at QuakeCon and I'm having lots of fun. Make sure to check out my Facebook and my Twitter because I'm going to be tweeting and posting a lot of stuff from QuakeCon. Images, pictures, I'm going to be making some videos, probably interviews with people. I'm doing an interview with this game called Rack. I'm going to go check out The Evil Within. I'm getting to play that at this press event around 3:30 on Friday. So just make sure to follow me at all the places that you care to, and I'll be posting tons of stuff from QuakeCon, so if you're interested in QuakeCon, yeah, get on that. Let's get to the questions. Where in Texas do you live? I live just south of Houston in this little town called Alvin. It's not actually that little. We have a population of about 25,000, just getting there. And, a lot of people that live here hate it here, and they claim that it's terrible and there's nothing to do. But in reality, it's not that bad. I have been all over this fucking country, and I can tell you, there are far worse places to live than Alvin, Texas. Like Angleton. There's like nothing there. At least we have an Olive Garden, a Home Depot, a Chili's. We don't have a mall, but it's not that bad. I still would like to get out of the state of Texas, though. Let me make that perfectly clear. I don't always agree with this state. I went to school in this state. I know how bad this state is in a number of areas. I know how bad the jobs are around here. We may have a high employment rate, but they fucking suck. Have you seen the new episode of Egoraptor's Sequelitis series? Also, do you recommend I buy the new remastered Halo collection? Well, to the second question, my good friend, I'm a big Halo guy. Obviously, I'm gonna get it, and I would probably recommend you get it, but if you don't like Halo, obviously that'd be a pretty dumb recommendation. If you like the Halo games, if you collect the Halo games, pick it up. It looks pretty awesome, to be honest. I'm definitely going to have it on my shelf once I have the money. So there's that. As for the Sequelitis series, I do watch Sequelitis. I loved the Castlevania one, but to be honest, the newest one that he put out, not so much a fan. It's very unfocused. He seems to just kind of miss the point sometimes. Just kind of jumps around the point. I never understand what it is he's saying, what argument he's making. It just wasn't a very well-constructed video compared to the ones he's done before that. I kind of agree with him on some things in that video, but for the most part, it seems like Egoraptor lately has been kind of a prude when it comes to video games. He's very prudish. I don't know how to put it. Maybe I'll make a video sometime talking about the things that he said in recent videos and just kind of analyze it. But I love Egoraptor. He's a cool guy. He's really funny. I watch a lot of his stuff like Game Grumps. I watch the stuff that he puts out on his channel, the animations and stuff. And as I said, I've watched Sequelitis before. But this latest episode, I don't know. There's just a lot of things I don't really agree with. So maybe I'll talk about that sometime in the future. Will you ever do a fan meetup in a video game? I would love to, honestly. One thing I've been thinking about doing is during my live streams, maybe playing some Team Fortress 2 with you guys, make my own server, put my own rules on it, modded maps, that sort of thing. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm a big Team Fortress guy. If you guys are, you can leave a comment down below and let me know, hey, you should do it. Make a Team Fortress server. Another thing I might do is Left 4 Dead, Killing Floor. Oh, I'm such a fan of Killing Floor. Some people have been asking me to review that, and I might. I do like Killing Floor. I'm a big, love that game. Other than that, Minecraft a lot of people play these days. Tell you right now, if you want me to start a Minecraft server, I'm sorry, no. The answer is no. I have no interest in Minecraft. I used to play that game so much, and now when I wake up in the morning, it's like, am I interested in Minecraft? Nope. Nope. I'm not. I just woke up one day and it's like, oh, there it went. There my interest in Minecraft went. Every bit of it. Gone. I just can't play it anymore. It's so boring to me. Do you have any advice for smaller YouTubers trying to grow their channel? I have 3 basic things of advice. Now, obviously, I'm still a small channel, but I have been a part of bigger channels. I have owned channels that are 8,000, 12,000, even more subscribers. I've been around the block on YouTube. I've been doing this shit since like 2006 or so. I've watched a lot of YouTubers. I've met big YouTubers in real life and had extensive conversations with them. So I kind of know the YouTube community. It's something I've been a part of for a long time. I know the gist of it and how things get around. And 3 things that I have learned over the years, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning, obviously. I'm not, an expert. TJ, he's an expert, but I'm not an expert. But 3 things that I have learned, 3 concrete rules I would say that you should follow is, number 1, don't cheat. Don't even fucking bother. I've known a lot of people who've tried to cheat here on YouTube, who've tried to use third-party services to grow their subscribers, to grow their views, buying views, subscribing to 10 other people, and they'll subscribe to you, sub for sub, all that shit. Just don't do it. I've known so many people that try to create artificial growth that way, and it just doesn't work. Back when I was on Zylogeist, I tried a couple of those services that were on the up and up, and even those, they just don't work, folks. Don't even bother. It's not worth your time. Also, the Google service that, puts your video in the featured section and all that, don't bother that either. I know that that is legitimate completely because it's done through YouTube, but you will not get a lot of growth from that, and it's too much money. It's just not worth it. So 1, avoid cheating. Just don't fucking do it. Number 2, have good content. This may seem like a no-brainer, but if you're making a lot of videos and you're sending it to people and they're just not that interested and they're just not laughing at it, they're like, okay, that's cool and all, I'm not cool, I'm not interested. If they're doing that, chances are you need to step up your game. You need to look up how to better edit your videos. You need to look up better hardware, save up the money for a better camera, microphone. In the future, maybe I'll do a video about all the stuff I use and what I recommend, but for the most part, you just need to make your videos better, folks, and you need to improve your speaking skills. That's not to say stop making videos, just make more and try to improve with every one you do. With me, every time I make a video, I read all the comments. Positive or negative, I take it to heart. And when people give me constructive criticism, I listen to it. I try to improve my videos to the best of my ability. Obviously, sometimes you gotta read through the noise. You have to ignore the people that are just like, you suck! But you do need to take criticism. You do need to learn when to improve your stuff. Don't just ignore everyone that says this little minor bad thing about your video. You need to listen to them. So that's another thing. Make sure to have good content. If you have good content, you'll be more confident and other people will notice you more. And big YouTubers will be more interested in promoting you. Which brings you to my third tip. My third tip is to have friends. You need to make friends on YouTube because unfortunately in this landscape, you cannot grow your channel by yourself. It's not possible anymore, folks. It happens for maybe a few people, 1 in every million, but it's just so rare for growth to just happen because you're good. You have to have friends to promote your videos. You need to make friends with bigger YouTubers, show them what you got, and if they like you, they'll help you out. They'll tell other people, hey, go check this guy out. They'll maybe let you do a guest video. Join a network. Collaborate with people. Hell, Not Productive. I'm a big part of Not Productive. I've been managing it for about a month now, and we're always looking for new people who are interested in making awesome videos. So if you make good videos and you think you got what it takes, send me them in a private message, and maybe you can join Not Productive. We can promote your stuff. So yeah, have friends. That's the third one. Those are my tips. Out of the 4 big games coming out on October 7th, which are you most excited for? In that list, I saw Alien Isolation. That would be my choice because I'm the guy that went out when Aliens Colonial Marines came out. Day 1, dropped base price for that shit, $65 out of my ass, went home, sat down on the couch with my friend Chris, who now lives with me, is my roommate, and we played that game. And it sucked. It was awful. Every minute that went by, I realized how fucking horrible this game is. Every minute was another piece of my soul just dissipating away. It was so god-awful. And as a big Alien fan, a guy that's watched the Aliens films since I was, a little tyke, a little toddler, for fuck's sake. I watched Alien, the first Alien movie, when I was 5. I've been watching these movies for a long time. I love them. I love the atmosphere. I love even the second one, which is all action. I'm not a big action guy, but I loved that. I love that change from the first one, how they kind of feed off of each other. I love Aliens. I love Ridley Scott, Prometheus, all that shit. And then when I get this piece of horse manure, this Aliens Colonial Marines where they basically just churned out a piece of stinky garbage and expected us to buy it because it bared the alien's name. I was infuriated. I was indignified. And Alien Isolation is our best chance at making it better. It's a survival horror game. It uses lighting to its advantage. It looks amazing, guys. I've seen the videos. It looks amazing. And I will be getting it day one, and I will be reviewing it. If it turns out shitty like Colonial Marines, I might die. Just telling you right now, I might die. What are some of your hobbies outside gaming? I'm glad you asked, friend. I like card games. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. I like manga, or manga, or however you choose to say it. I like it. I have a whole shelf of manga. Toradora, I read that one. I've read, obviously, Fullmetal Alchemist. I've read as much of Bleach as I can take. I've read Death Note. I've read Eureka 7, FLCL. Well, I watched the anime of that first because it's better. That brings me to also anime. I do watch anime. I smoke a lot. Pot, tobacco, hookah, whatever you want. You know, my friends come over all the time and I'll just be smoking my hookah. I like getting drunk with friends. I like eating. You know, I'm a recovering fat guy. When I got out of high school, I was about 250 pounds, and now I'm at, you know, I vary between 190, you know, which is pretty good for a guy who's 6'3" and, you know, as beefy as I am. But I love eating. I'll eat anything in sight. Sushi, big thing for me. You know, the whole Japanese culture I'm kind of interested in. The language I can't stand, but the culture is pretty cool. You know, video games are a huge part of my life, so talking about hobbies outside of that is kind of difficult, to be honest. That's all I can think of at the moment. I like building computers. I like technology. I like the internet. You know, you can just extrapolate from there. Ask me in the comments if I'm interested in something, and I'll let you know. Just, yeah, that's the best thing I can do. Why should I become a PC gamer? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the PC rant. I like consoles. I grew up with consoles. I have a ton of consoles in my household. I play them still. But come on. At this point, PC Master Race is pretty much fucking everyone else in the ass. Everyone else is being dominated by PC Master Race. You know, I'm not one of these guys that likes to peddle the PC Master Race, that likes to talk about how amazing my computer is and make everyone feel lesser than me, and talk about how I play all my games at, you know, SSAO and fucking super sampling out the ass and high shadows, and, you know, I couldn't care less. But come on, at this point, price-wise and convenience-wise and all the things you can do with a PC, it just all completely outweighs the even remote benefits of having a console. I'm sorry, folks, but PCs just make more sense. I can build a really amazing computer for about $800, maybe less than that, including a monitor, mouse, keyboard, everything, that will play all the games on the market at high or better settings. And you can set it up in your living room. You can use it to watch movies. You can use it to surf the internet. You can do anything on this thing. Photoshop, Premiere, all this stuff for $800. Meanwhile, to buy a console, it's $400, and you don't get nearly half of that shit. You have to buy a lot of the other stuff separately. And the games are so much cheaper on Steam. They have these sales all the time. I get these huge AAA titles for $5, $10, $15. I just got Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition. $10. Alright? There's just no benefit to consoles anymore. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they need to start working to make a benefit to owning their systems. Nintendo's the only one, really, at this point, because at least they have this hardware that you can't get on the PC that is totally different, but they're just not putting it to use. I mean, their exclusives are pretty good. You know, we've got Smash coming out, you got Mario Kart, all that stuff's pretty good, but is it worth not getting a PC? No. In my opinion, no. So yeah, I think becoming a PC gamer is a good idea. It's a good thing to do for the future, you know, just to prepare for what is to come, because the only thing I'm seeing is PCs getting even more impressive. So there's my whole PC gaming shtick. Any interesting stories involving drugs? To be honest, I don't have that many like really interesting ones where I wake up in another another state or something. But I can tell you right now, a lot of times I'll get really high, pot, that's really the only drug I do anymore, and I just won't remember what happened because my memory goes when I start smoking pot. The next morning I just cannot remember what happened. So one time I got so high that I was stumbling around and I was trying to make myself food, and I burned my foot by like spilling the ramen. And then I went over to the cabinet, or it's like a pantry basically, and I like pulled on the doorknob and pulled it right off. There goes the doorknob. It's still not on there. I can't screw it back in because it just falls right off. And, you know, sometimes I'll start playing a video game with my friends. I won't even remember playing the game. Sometimes I'll just pass out right on my bed. I don't know. There's no, like, crystallizing story I have. It's just every time I get high, shit goes wrong. I lose my memory. I break shit. It's just constant pandemonium. Yeah. That's all I got. Sorry. Will you do more videos with Nate if given the opportunity? This person is talking about Nate Talks to You. It's a YouTuber here on YouTube. Been getting pretty big lately. I think he's just about to, if not already, crossed 100,000 subs. He's part of Yowie, the YouTube Atheist Order of Impunity, the thing that me and TJ did in that one video. He's essentially part of that. I mean, that's not what it's officially called. There's no official order, obviously, but, you know, anyone who does atheism vlogs and shit on YouTube is, you know, in that kind of sphere. And he's a really cool guy. He's hilarious. He does these reaction videos that I just took part in. I took part in his Boku no Pico reaction. If you haven't seen that, you can go search it up on YouTube and find it. And I would love to do more videos with him. I'd love to collaborate with him more, have a guest video of his on my channel, maybe do a guest video on his channel, maybe have him on Not Productive a couple times, you know, anything he's interested in, I freely invite him to take part in. And he's already said that if I want to, I can be a part of his next reaction video for the Boku no Pico series. He's going to do 2 and 3, I believe. Maybe more than that. I don't know if there is more episodes than that, but yeah. I'll probably be in those reaction videos because I thought it was pretty fun, and a lot of people that watched that enjoyed my reactions, so, you know, just get my name out there, let people know, hey, the Investigamer is a funny guy. Not really. Anyways, that's all the questions I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this question and answer session. I am enjoying the fuck out of QuakeCon. This was recorded in advance, but I know that I'm gonna be, so I can say it. Again, check out my Facebook, my Twitter, posting lots of cool stuff, and I'll see you guys on probably Tuesday if I don't post any videos between now and then. See you later, guys. Cheers.